Good morning. I'm going to demonstrate scientific brushing and scalp massage for you guys. This is a part of the skateboard curriculum. So I'm going to start with, this is Miss Chelsea, I'm Mrs. Blake, and we're going to start with her. The first thing that we're always going to do, and I know you know it, is to sanitize your hands. So we're going to sanitize our hands. And I already set up the stuff for the sake of time, but just setting up, so I would sanitize my stuff. It would be 4 clips, a rat tail comb, a natural bristle brush, and a nylon brush. And I also use a pick to comb out everything. So my clips, I already sectioned her in 4. When you section your doll head, it's front to back, ear to ear. So it's front to back, ear to ear. And remember this, because we're gonna do this when we cut hair. When our first 0-degree haircut, this is how we're gonna section the doll head. Front to back, ear to ear, and using the highest part of the ear and making a horseshoe and then straight back. So straight back and then a horseshoe across. So now I'm going to sanitize my hands. As you see, I have everything set up, including my trash bag and my soil linen bag. So then before I proceed, I'm going to drape my client. I'm going to show you how to drape her, sanitize my hands. I'm going to grab my towels. And when you drape your clients, the easiest way to do it at skateboard is to put the towel on her head first, and then crisscross, and then hold it on there. Remember not to let the cape touch the client's skin at any time. It's a disinfection. You know how they always say sanitize and disinfect. That's what they're talking about, the sanitation process. So then make sure you get your doll head on. I'm having trouble with this tape here. Hold on. And then you want to make sure at skateboard and in class that when you get this on, that you put it on really tight so you choke the doll head. And this one's just a little bit big, so I'm probably going to try to use a clip just for the sake of my demo to hold it on here. And I don't know if it's going to stay on, but it is important at skateboard, if it does fall off, that you do put it back on. So I'm going to go with that. If it falls off, just ignore it, because it takes too much time to keep fixing it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the scientific brushing, is what they call it. And so the way that you do that is you brush the hair and in each section, okay? And I'm going to brush it in 4. I want you to remember that this is an extra service that you can offer your clients when you're trying to build your clientele. When you get into the salon, you can say, oh, I could give you, I can do a scientific brushing technique and a scalp massage on you, and you can charge, you know, whatever you want, or you could just do it to your friends just to have someone sitting in your chair. But you do want to make money, but you never want to price yourself out of business. So with that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clip out, sanitize my hands before I touch. And I'm going to take the clip out, and I'm going to comb this section of the hair. I want to tell you, never do this technique, brushing technique, before any chemical services. So anytime you have to do a color or perm, you are not allowed to perform the scientific brushing in the scalp massage, because it will cause abrasions in your client's scalp, and it'll hurt. So the first thing you do, I'm going to use my scalp. You take 1-inch subpartings, and then you take your brush. I'm going to use my natural bristle brush, and you comb once on top, and then you roll twice on the bottom, 1, 2, and then you can just go through with your finger and do once on top, and you just do 1-inch subpartings once on top. And if you want to do twice on top and twice on the bottom, it doesn't matter. This is your specialty to your client. So I'll do twice on top. It'll just make it easier, and twice on bottom. Now the book does not have this anymore. This is not in the book, I noticed, but we've done this for years at State Board, and so I'm just going to keep continuing to do this and teach the students this in the classroom, because it definitely is a money make. So, and then I do this whole side. Now I'm going to turn her around. Her mask came off. I'm just going to take that off. Excuse me. I'm going to put this in my soil linen bag. And I'm going to sanitize my hands. And I'm gonna do my next section. So I'm gonna take my clip out and I'm gonna put it on my soiled section here. And I'm going to get my brush and I'm gonna take my 1 inch sub parting. And I'm gonna brush 1, 2, 1, 2. And then take my next section, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you're brushing the hair, but you don't want to dig into the scalp or anything. That's not the purpose of this. This is it's for cleaning and stimulation. This is what the textbook says. You'll read that on the first page of chapter 15. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is what you have to do to get a signature for your scalp treatment. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we'll be doing this the next week or the week after, the week after. And then just another thing that you can do is you can do this whole side when you brush the hair. So instead of doing one section at a time, it's a little bit easier just to do the whole section like this. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then lay it over. And then take the next section, 1 inch sub parting. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And then all the way down, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. 1, and then you roll the brush. 1, 2. And we finish this whole section. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so you go all the way down on that side, and then we're going to go to the other side. And we're going to pretend that didn't happen, but if that happens at state board, we are going to make sure we fix it. But for the sake of time and everything we've got going on, I'm going to pick up this. I'm going to put it all in my soiled linen bag. This is what you'll do when you're done. Oopsie. So now I dropped. So I take my paper towel. I pick up my sanitizer. I grab my spot. Then I wipe it off. Go to the trash. Sanitize my hands. And that stuff happens all the time, but we just want to make sure that we follow the proper sanitation for the State Board of California. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other side. As you said, she has her drape on. And I'm going to take out both of these clips because it just makes it easier. And we're going to 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. And I'm just doing this side and then I'll do the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I'll do this one. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I still have this back section because I didn't get it in there. So just 1, 2, and then just barely touch the scalp. You don't really dig into the scalp. You just barely touch it. 1, 2. Cleanliness and stimulation is what the purpose of this is. Brushing technique. And then all the way down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Since this isn't staying, I'm going to move it out of the way because it's just easier. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, and then my last one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bring my section down. Again, I didn't.
God.
I broke it this time. Sanitize my hands. You guys know the deal. Sanitize it. If you ever drop your doll head or anything, don't do that. Don't sanitize your doll head because they really frown on that. They don't. So I'm gonna move that over there. Hopefully it won't fall again. And so now I'm gonna go on in your textbook on page 352 is your scalp massage techniques. Okay, so before you get a signature, you have to do the brushing technique all the way through the hair. This is how you get your signatures, and you need 20 scalp massages. Okay, it's state board requirement. So what it says for the first massage is to begin the scalp massage, cup the client's chin with your left hand. Place your right hand on the base of the skull and rotate her head gently. Reverse the position of your hands and repeat. So what that looks like is, well, let's see. Let's get the hair out of her face. I'm sure she doesn't appreciate that. Okay. So it says cup on the left, and then on the base of her skull, and then what you do is that you rotate. It's really hard to do on these doll heads is to rotate. So we're gonna rotate 1, 2. I guess I could loosen it, but I am gonna chance dropping it. So it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is relaxing your client. Then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your first. It's called the rotating movement. Okay, so that's the first thing you do. The second one you do, it says to place your fingertips on each side of the client's head. Slide your hands firmly upwards, spreading the fingertips until they meet the top of the head. Repeat 4 times. And so what that looks like is, sanitize your hands when you touch your glasses or anything. And so you spread your hands, and you put them on the side of your head, like this. And then, so this way you get the back as well. Your thumbs are in the back. And you just do a sliding motion. So, and then 1, take your time. 2, and you're using your whole hand to massage her scalp. So, and then the next one that you can do, this is in the old book, but I want to show you guys because I think it's important, is after you do that 4 times, then they go back and they do the rotating movement 4 times, and then they go backwards 4 times, and then they go straight into the sliding movement. So this is what's in the old book. Okay. The next movement is place your fingertips against each side of the client's head. This time, an inch back from where you place your fingertips, and then slide your hands firmly upward and spreading the fingertips until they meet the top of the head. Rotate and move the client's scalp. Repeat 4 times. So it looks like this. And one thing that I'm not doing when you're doing your client is don't lose contact with your client. It's really important that you don't lose contact, but I have to stop and read. So when you're doing these, just keep going into each one as you go. So you would do the rotating, then you would do the sliding up, and then now we're going down, and we're doing the same thing that we did before. Only we're going down. You're going to do that 4 times, and then the next one is so you just put this on the top. It is in your textbook on page 352. So now the next one is number 4 is hold the back of your client's head with your left hand, and then place your stretched thumb and fingers of your right hand on the client's forehead. Move your hand slowly and firmly upward to 1 inch of the hairline. Repeat 4 times. So they want you to repeat 4 times. But when you're in the salon and you're doing this, you can do it as many times as you want. So what they want you to do is put your left hand back here, and they just want you to just go around your client's head. Excuse me. Sanitize. And then, yeah, like that. And just go back and forth, do it the whole head 4 times. And then just, you know, when you're doing someone's head, you can just do you do your own thing, but I'm just giving you some basic techniques that you could use. Okay, and so number 5, we're almost done, is place the palms of your hands firmly against the client's scalp. Lift the scalp in a rotary movement, first with your hands placed above the client's ears, second with your hands placed in front and back of the client's head. So it looks like this. Sanitize my hands, and you're just massaging your front and back. And then you do this for 4 times, but you know, if you're doing an actual client and you want to do it a little more, but this is what you have to do to get a signature for state board. So it's really basic and really easy, but I just wanted to do this because we do have to do this for the State Board of California. You need 20 scalp treatments. Okay, and then the last one is it's called the hairline movement, I believe. Place the fingers of both hands at the client's forehead, massage around the hairline by lifting and rotating. And so place your hands here and you go all the way around the hairline. And then back. And then you do that about 4 times, and I'm sure it feels really good on the client. So, and then you just go back and forth and go slow, and make sure you do, don't lose contact with your client. And then whenever you're done, what you simply do is you bring your hands down and then you just fan off. Okay, and that's your scientific brushing and scalp massage for your scalp treatments, for your 20 scalp treatments for the State Board of California. That's what we're gonna do in the classroom on the 1st, starting on April 27th. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.